Sociology of education is the study of how social institutes and individual experiences affect education and its outcome. It is relatively a new branch, and of two great sociologists, Emil Durkheim and Max Weber. The father of sociology of education is Emil Durkheim's work on a moral education as a basis of social solidarity is considered the beginning of sociology of education. Sociology is the systematic study of society. Sociology encompasses all the elements of society. People in general thought of us as living together in organized communities with shared laws, tradition, and values. Education is a broad concept referring to all experiences in which learners can learn something. Education also covering both the teaching, learning of knowledge, and values. Theories. According to some sociologists, society has two phases, the phase of consensus and the phase of conflict. They emphasize the sociological theory should be divided into two parts between the consensus theory and the conflict theory. Consensus theory is a social theory that states that social change should be occur in institutions that are provided by a political or economic system which is fair. The theory also states the absence of conflict with a society is the state of equilibrium. Conflict theory. It emphasizes the role of coin and the power in producing social order. This perspective is derived from the works of Karl Marx, who saw society is fragmented into groups that compete for social and economic resources. One, social system must be structured so that they operate compatibly with other systems. 2. To survive, the social system must have requisite from other systems. 3. The system must meet a significant proportion of the needs of its actors. 4. The system must elicit adequate participation from its members. 5. It must have at least a minimum of control over potentially disruptive behavior. 6. If conflict becomes sufficiently disruptive, it must be controlled. 7. Finally, a social system requires a language in order to survive. Symbolic interactionism. Symbolic interaction theory analyzes society by addressing the subjective meanings that people impose on objects, events, and behaviors. Sociocultural function, the regularization of common tasks and activities of collective life. These functions give rise to routines, norms, public behavior, and standard operating procedures. Socioeconomic functions, promotion of self-sufficiency for the populace by both the government and the private sectors, strengthening the agriculture and industrial economics of the country, intervention of government in antisocial business practices, balancing people needs with the country's export business. Sociopolitical functions, political governance, legislation, arbitration, social service, social assistance, security and protection, punitive sanction, implementations of social justice through laws and social development.